Okay, we're recording now.
Penis. Okay.
Penis. Okay, I got that out of my system. I'm good.
Okay.
What did we do last week?
We blew up.
Oh, fucking boy.
It's not a joke anymore.
We blew up spiritually. At least one of us did.
Not was/were. Holy shit.
Oh shit, man.
I'm just sitting here like, oh, everybody's names aren't their characters. I should probably change my name from Valor by this point. Then I'm looking at it like, wait, I have an opportunity here.
Okay, last week, Octavius finished a Valor prototype. It looks a little rough and cobbled together and was missing a crystal. They talked to Valor about and Courage about like the goal of the robot and what to name it. And they decided to take the prototype to the council meeting. Basically do a Shark Tank meeting. Tina and Zero had a really cute moment.
Ariel is gonna be joining us for this session. She's just gonna watch us have a funeral.
Oh my god, hi! Zero and Tina had a moment. Zero gave Tina a dagger made of the same material as his armor. And I think she has a new favorite person. Acacia sure did learn a new spell. Valor and Zero brainstormed how to reasonably sell the council. They prepared their Shark Tank speech, guys. And then the rest of us were all summoned to debate it, and we were basically the Shark Tank audience. Well, they figured it out. Because of course the whole group ended up there, even when they weren't looking for the whole group. Then we went to the fucking council meeting! There was a lot of people, a lot of talk about vegetation and beast problems.
Yeah.
Acacia had to face her inner demons and speak politely in front of a crowd and not try to murder the fucking racist idiot. The hunter Rainer gave Zero a tip about what to bring up because it would look bad if the hunters brought it up. And Zero mentioned that maybe Ymir would help with the beast issue. We were told that there will be a vote soon. Valor, Kane, and Scraps propose the new model, and it goes over very well. They get their 10K in funding in a week to build prototypes. Workers, scrap metal, and stuff approved.
Shout out to Kane.
Shout out to Kane.
Yeah.
Can we get a better workshop, please?
Shout out Kane, really sticking his cussy out there for Valor.
Oh, absolutely, delay.
They're Kane-y.
It took a week of like really, really hard work. But several prototypes were physically completed by the deadline. Valor heard Octavius having a bad time because they could not get the programming to work. Valor decided to risk themselves to try and connect it. And because Valor had a soul, they split their fucking soul and died to potentially bring life to the new Valor 15s.
Not you.
Yeah. So that was fun. I guess my question is,
Oh my
who's
god.
the first one to notice and come and see? Who's the first one to?
right?
You want Kane to be the first one?
I was gonna say I think Courage.
Oh,
probably
Yeah, I think Courage
would be the first
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh,
be
do you
Scraps
want
or
me to
Courage.
go first?
Because who would be most likely to be in the workshop, right? It would be Scraps and Courage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh boy. Why are you so happy?
They love
Oh, no.
angst.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a
this
kid.
is bread and
It's like a
butter
kid and we're
right
playing Uno and I have like 1 and you have like 4 plus 4s.
You're just like, yeah, go on. It's your turn.
Do it.
Come on. It's your
Oh.
card.
Alright. Courage has an idea for the new 15 models. And I want to talk to Valor or Octavius about it. Because I think it's a great idea that'll really help the whole helping people vibes.
You hear a disgruntled voice a little bit away. and then something loud falling to the floor, and Octavia's scream out.
Once I hear the scream, I'm gonna go rush over to where it was coming from. Boom, 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 boom. What was that? When I see that, like, Octavius is there, I'm going to say, "Ooh, just the person I wanted to see."
Courage.
I'm gonna go.
No, don't come in here. Courage, don't come in this
Oh.
room.
Okay, I'll
give
tell
me
you
a-
my idea from here.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, I will give you a perception check. And as I do that, Courage is gonna tell them what they think their bright idea is. That'll make the new 15 miles really cool. I was thinking, everyone loves ice cream. I was thinking the new 15 model should have ice cream machines in them.
That's great. Why don't you?
I
aim for
tried.
those above?
And failed.
Well, perhaps you could draw up like some sort
Ooh.
of. What'd you get for a perception?
10.
You see tears streaming down their face, their voice quivering as they're trying to kind of like block you from entering the room. Something is wrong. And maybe the
What
fact that you
has
were
happened?
constructed from like remaining pieces of a Valor, that like you kind of have this sense of something dangerous happen and something bad, and there is an emergency that needs to be addressed, and you notice Octavius trying to hide it.
Is something wrong? Are we under attack? Because I am ready to help.
No,
He puts out like his weapon.
You should. Why don't you go and get someone from the group?
Who should I get? Oh, I should get. But wait, you seem sad now. What happened?
Valor had an accident.
Like their screen goes to question mark. Oh, are they injured? And they pull out their like tinker's tools. I can help repair their functions. They like empty out their kit and like a whole bunch of tools like clinking onto the floor. I don't remember this being in there. What does Octavius say in return?
You see them just kind of like walk closer to you and just kind of like give you a little hug and just go,
"Oh,
is there someone else here working with you tonight?"
Oh, thank you for the hug. I love hugs. I can go get scraps.
A little bit past
Do you want
their
me to go get
shoulder-
scraps?
A little bit past their shoulder, out of the corner of your eye, you see Valor's head just kind of like slack against a wall as they're sitting in like a kneeling position.
Oh, you also have a replica Valor 14 model?
No.
Can I go check out those?
No. Their eyes are wide, full of fear. Their Asimar tears slowly dripping down like flecks of white, bright light, and then just disappearing into the mist like sparkles. And they're like trembling as they just kind of let go.
What is the matter? You seem scared. Now I seem scared. Where is Valor? I'm sure they would like to hear my ice cream idea. I'm sure Valor loves ice cream.
Please go get scraps.
Okay. I will go get scraps now. They like slowly back away, keeping their eyes on Octavius.
You
Until when
hear
they
them
reach it.
kind of like grab a small like messenger owl and whisper something into it, and then release it into the night.
I go get scraps. Scraps.
I'm gonna
You see the repeat that?
I'm gonna BRB. I gotta turn the water on for my cat, but you guys can continue.
Oh my god, hi
Oh.
Alexis!
Alexis mentioned. Okay.
Alexis moments!
I guess I'll just go and look for
Yeah.
scraps. And then as I do so, I do not stop repeating the phrase scraps.
Okay. I bump into them. They're just gonna be walking around with some scraps. Yeah.
Scraps. Oh, it is you, Scraps. I need your help.
What?
Something happened to
Courage!
Octavius.
What happened to Octavius?
They are very scared and very sad.
Why?
I don't know. I need your help. Come with me.
Okay. Wait. We should get Valor. I think he should be in today. Somewhere. I saw him earlier.
I don't.
Stab them!
I don't know where they are. But Octavius needs our help now.
Okay.
Come on, let's go. And I lead them into a long walk to Octavius until they return. Oh, you're back. Let's go.
Very long walk over.
Courage is moving like very slowly until Octavius like reemerges and they break out into a sprint.
Wow, I thought you said we really had to. Oh!
Yeah, so I bring them back. Octavius, I bring scraps.
Man, Octavius, are you okay?
Just gonna mute it.
Like looking up and down. Looking all around, left and right, looking all around.
You see them standing at the door, just kind of like looking over their shoulder. Where would the rest of you all be?
If it's the end of the week and we think we've accomplished our goal, Acacia is having a celebratory dinner somewhere.
She's like popping champagne, just going, "We're never
Yeah.
gonna die!"
No, she's like, "We're fucking done!
really
I can
funny.
sleep! I don't have to be covered in grease and dust anymore!
Like,
For now!"
you guys are like at some tavern in Creril. Acacia is just like having a celebratory dinner. Lazar is playing his bassoon a little bit better. He's starting to learn. Owain is up on stage with him. Is anybody else with Acacia, Lazar, Owain celebrating?
Not keen.
Okay. Acacia, you see a small mechanical owl perch at the window and just kind of like lock eyes with you and just kind of like double tap at the window.
Oh, this can't be good. Acacia's gonna look at Lazar and Owain and just kind of look down at her food for a second, grab her drink, and walk over to the owl.
As you kind of open the door and let the owl through, a small message cantrip emits from it directly into your head, and you hear Octavius's broken voice as they say, "Could you come back to the workshop, please? Something has happened with Valor. I don't know what to do."
Acacia breezes to the spot for a moment, walks kind of mechanically back to her table, puts the drink down, puts a tip for the waitstaff on the table. I think she looks at Lazar and Owain for a long moment, trying to determine whether or not to interrupt them. and would settle on casting a quick message to say, something's wrong at the workshop. I'm gonna go. To both of them, because it's a cantrip, it's fine.
Yeah.
And she's just going to, whether they're following her or not, she's going to go.
You hear Lazar say, oh, alright, we'll catch up with you in a bit. And you make your way over. Where are Kane and Zero?
Kane is probably just walking around town, mostly people watching. Not in any particular place.
You getting are you getting a sense of just kind of like, not like community, but as you're walking amidst the streets, in like a very mortal form, is there a particular reason that you're people watching?
I think Kane is particularly people watching. I think mainly because he's like probably feeling like a sense of like belonging in a way, or maybe that like he feels that he was able to actually contribute to something that just wasn't for him. It's something that he's never really been able to do before.
There is a sense of pride, like things are finally moving in a way that is tangible. And it took a lot more effort than you're used to, but it happened. And then you hear the mechanical whirrings of an owl perch on a rooftop, make eyes with you, and then slowly fly down over onto a railing nearby.
Oh. What's this?
As you approach it, you hear the same message cantrip. You know this voice. Something irreversible happened.
Kane, without saying a word, dropping any sort of light expression, returning to a more stoic look, will just make his way back.
And where is Zero with all this?
Since Scraps is at the factory, he would probably be like climbing around either on it, like outside,
Oh my
or
god.
like or the surrounding like buildings, like
I
outside.
literally asked who else is like in the workshop and you stayed silent.
Well, he's like outside it.
Oh my god.
You didn't specify.
Yeah.
Actually.
Actually.
God.
Actually.
Awkward.
Actually, he's on it, not in it.
Yeah.
Actually, they're 50 meters
Basically.
away in front.
Alright, all of you, hand over your kneecaps.
I don't
No.
have
That's
any.
right, that's right, take them off.
Okay.
I can make more.
Anything for you, King.
I can put him somewhere else if you want me to.
Pookie, I already gave you
Zero,
mine.
you see Scraps and Courage both heading over to a very shocked and disturbed Octavius from kind of like your vantage point on the roofs.
I wonder what happened, and then he'll go over.
As all of you gather, Octavius looks at the group and then just goes, I'm sorry.
What has happened?
You should go inside and see. But
Okay.
Valor's gone.
Gone? Where?
What do you mean gone?
Where did they go?
They tried to do something with their crystal and empowering the rest of the Harmony units. I don't know what happened. I warned them that something might go wrong. They said, that's fine. I saw a flash of bright light as I connected the two, and afterwards, they dropped to the floor.
Are they unconscious?
I've seen Valor units in rest mode. This isn't anything like that. It looks like they were deactivated.
Can we not repair their functions?
I don't know.
I have just the tool. I'm gonna go over to the Valor's body and like, you start pulling out my toolkit
You see
and
them
meticulously
kneeling on the floor, kind of like slack against a wall. In their hands, they cradle something that's not there. Their cage at their chests is kind of open and hanging a little bit, and what used to be a bright and vibrant shining ruby is now dull and cracked and gray.
I see the issue. Someone misplaced their heart. Hideous, where is their heart?
That's it.
It must be returned ASAP.
Courage, that's their heart. It's gone.
They're like a question mark is going to appear on their face. I don't understand. That is not their heart. Look at how dull and not bright it is.
I think they used all of the energy that they had.
I don't understand.
I think they used their life to power the rest of the Harmony units, and they didn't have any left.
They don't have any left.
Octavius goes to say something and then just closes their mouth.
What does this mean? Scraps, what does that mean? I must not know all about these scraps. Valor models, excuse me.
I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna see, like, oh, it's cracked.
Maybe if we uncrack it, if we... Adhesive? Glue. What if we put glue inside?
No, you're not supposed to be putting glue in crystals.
What should we put inside, side?
Wait. I've done this before.
Oh, congratulations. We can fix them.
Yeah.
Scraps is going to try mending like the first time when they first found Valor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to also assist in the mending.
Yeah.
The crack is no longer there. It's a perfectly flawless ruby again. It's just... there's no... When you fell Valor's ruby, there was a hum of energy, an electricity that sent little static to your hand, the little hairs on your skin. It's just quiet. There's no one there.
We must need to wait a minute.
Yeah, can't you turn them off and like, or can't you just turn them back on? Is there like a switch?
Valor models are intricate machine. One cannot simply just turn them on and off, but I think we should try it anyways.
I don't know. There's just like no humming. Wait, maybe we could just. Octavius said there's like no power or life. Why don't you just get more?
That was the issue. We couldn't generate anything. I wasn't able to program anything into the Harmony units. So we used the code from Valor's soul.
Valor's soul. I always knew they had a soul.
Octavius,
Yes, Acacia.
you said Acacia is shaking.
Perhaps you
You-
should sit down.
No. You said they did this knowing the risk.
I said that there is a chance that they could not come back from this. And they said,
didn't-
okay.
They didn't fucking tell anyone?
I
Hmm?
don't think they understood.
Hmm?
Or maybe they did.
Hmm?
I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
Well, if the
What does
energy
that
left,
mean?
why can't we just put it back?
That's not really how that works.
Why not?
But-
Because I can't be the one to take the energy out of the harmony units.
What?
They have to give it willingly.
Octavius,
Yes.
this isn't your fault.
I think on some level it is.
No.
What?
I'm very, very angry right now, but I wish that they had told us first, but Valor made their choice. If
Choice?
you say this happened willingly, it's not your fault. Occasionally going to turn
Oh,
and walk out of the room and just storm away.
what? Why are they leaving? I go to Octavius. Why are they leaving?
I think she just.
What happened? What
I
happened
think she just
to
needs
them?
some
What
time.
them to
Courage.
that? What? What happened to that? Valor? What happened to Valor?
Valor's gone.
Gone. What does that gone mean? What does that mean?
Means you won't be able to see them again.
That I don't understand. Wait, what does that mean? Valor is right there. They just need to wake up. Where is Valor? Like as Courage is like having difficulty, like it seems having difficulty to speak. You hear like a soft humming sound that slowly and slightly gets louder and louder. Gone. No, they can't be. I was with them only a few hours ago. Gone. Dead? They can't be dead. They are my hero. How can I dead? They dead. And then like their arm falls off, clink on the ground,
I think
and like you
everybody
see
should
like the
leave this
humming
room right
sound.
now.
The humming sound gets like a little louder, and like you see like a bit of like glowing light coming out of like their arm socket. Not dead. No, they can't be dead. What will I be with? Valor. And then the humming gets louder and louder, and like they start visibly, like uncontrollably shaking, and you can see like in between their armor plating, like little streams of light sort of coming out. Dead. No, dead. Can't be. They can't be dead. I don't think they can't be dead. No, I refuse. No, Dad, no. And then they keep shaking and shaking, and the humming sound and the whirring sound gets loud and loud, kind of like a loud, like dysfunctional engine. They go on. Dad, they can't be dead. Valor. And then they kind of like stop shaking as like there's like intense light coming out of their joints and like in between their armor. And then like their screen begins to like it's seeming like malfunction, and then like you see them stop shaking, and then you see like the screen on their face sort of burst as bit as like pure like light energy sort of spew out.
Get down! I'd like everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Huh?
Oh my
Am I
god.
far gone enough?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, because I did not leave because of that, but like that was jokes that the bomb was the reason she left. But
Hey, hold up!
Alec, can you try reassigning me my character sheet again? I cleared all my cookies the other day, and now I don't see
And you
anything.
didn't share any with me?
Damn,
Oh.
bro.
What type of
My,
cookies?
oh my god. Peanut butter.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Can you
okay,
share
never mind.
any?
I don't like them.
I'll take
Share
it.
any?
Okay.
Okay.
Does that work?
It does, thank you.
Yippee!
Okay.
10, 20. What did Ziri get?
Dexterity saving. Oh my god, I have like a 0.
11. What did, Oh, I think that's it. Wow. Small group when one of you's dead and the other one is just gone.
oh my god.
All of you succeed. Like, it's mostly just like the screen kind of just like shattering, and then you feel like Courage is just kind of like bismuth core begin to like slowly just kind of like exude like shrapnel, and like bits of rock and dust fly out of them. Smoke begins to rise out of their head as they just kind of like collapse a little bit. They
But
seem
before they collapse,
yeah, go ahead.
before they collapse, after that burst of energy that broke their space screen, you see they're like still upright, and they seem to stop shaking as their head sort of like falls off their body, and then they fall to their knees. And as they fall to the knees, the impact of everything that's happening opened their chest cavity, and then out pops the bomb that's always been inside them, and then Courage then collapses onto the ground with the chest cavity still wide open, and then the bombs goes like beep, 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 beep. And then nothing happens, as it turns out that this bomb was a dud.
All of you just kind of like cover yourselves just in the nick of time as like bits of glass and rock fly at you. No real damage is done as Courage seems alive but out of it.
Their heart crystal, which it seems to be made entirely of bismuth, is still faintly glowing, but has a noticeable like crack in the middle of it.
Lazar and Owain arrive. Lazar just goes, what the fuck?
Is Courage alright?
Octavius rushes over and puts a hand over their heart, just goes, yes, their head will need to be repaired, but they're alright. I think the shock just overloaded their system a little bit.
Oh, so Courage is fine. And Ken will just walk over to Valor's body. And so Valor just isn't fine. No. Surely there's a different way. This couldn't be how it ended. Look, Valor will wake up right now. As Kane will just turn and try to, like, shake Valor's shoulder.
You poke them for the first time and you feel a lack of motivation. I think with Valor's paladin aura, it did come from something within, an aura of strength and might and help and support. And now it's just this empty, dragging, sinking feeling.
Valor? There's no way for you to reset them, Octavius?
If I had anything to go off of, then perhaps. But their creator was murdered. All her research destroyed. I don't know what to do. I don't know if there's anything I could do.
No, there has to be a way. There has to be something we can do. There is no way Valor left us like this. And we'll just turn, just start shaking Valor's body violently. Come on, Valor, wake up!
Hey, Alec.
Hmm.
May I describe something?
Mhm.
You violently shake Valor, and the body that was slack just slumps forward, and with a very loud crashing sound, just hits the floor.
No, 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 no. No, this can't be. Finally, your jokes. They're funny now. Come now, Valor. Stand up on your feet. This surely can't be the way you leave us now, no. Get up. Get up now, Valor. And then, seeing as there's like no reaction, the more Kane is just like demanding. Kane will just start yelling, as now they're just kicking Valor's body. No, get up! Do not leave us like this. You did not have to do this! You didn't even say a goddamn thing. Get up, you stupid bastard! You were supposed to be the strongest of us. Why did you leave? No. Wake up, Valor! You were supposed to be our pillar. Kane will just, now, after kicking violently, drop down to the ground, looming over their body. Please, Valor, no. We cannot go on like this. There's too much wrong in the world that I want to save, and you were supposed to be the anchor, the foundation for what is to become a better future. So why did you leave? No, I won't accept this. Kane is gonna get up, kick Valor's body one last time for good measure, and just stomp out the room.
Ziru's gonna look at Octavius and go, wait, let me get this straight. So, Valor put their energy into the harmony models, or model, right?
They put a piece of their soul into the harmony models.
And if the so Valor is in the harmony models.
Essentially, they will live on with the aspects of Valor that they transferred over, but it's not them, technically. Kind of like a child, maybe.
Okay, but why doesn't... Okay, if that piece is in them, though, why can't they just give it back? I really don't understand what the issue is here.
We made 300 Harmony units. Do you think they would all agree?
I mean, it's Valor. Why wouldn't they want to go back?
Do you think that's what Valor would want? Besides, I don't know what happens when you die, but I'm pretty sure, with respect to your friends Acacia and Kane, they did not come back quite right, did they? So even if we were to bring Valor back, they would not be the same.
And they chose this.
They did. Perhaps I should have stopped them more. I should have fought them more on it. But we were so close. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, Ziri's gonna like turn his attention away from Octavius and look at the slumped over Valor. Well, he's gonna go over and like kneel like next to the no, I guess, yeah, like entirely collapsed body, and kind of like grab, or not like grab their head and like kind of like tilt it back to like look at it, and but there's no... Okay, and he's gonna try looking for like the hamsters that were in Valor specifically.
You open up their chest cavity a little bit more. It just kind of snaps off a little bit. You toss it aside, and inside, an overgrowing of moss and machinery and plants, and small critters, all shaking from the cold, look up at you.
Oh my god. Ziru's going to look at them and kind of like blink. And then like back at like Valor's like slack head and go, you know, Valor was... okay. We just figured out, or maybe I just figured out, that they were like 6 years old. This is like a kid, like dead on the... You know what? Okay. It was very noble, I guess. Yes, that was their decision. He's gonna like kind of like resort to like muttering to himself, as he kind of tries to like, I guess like beckon like the animals to come out, like oh, like it's time to find a new home. Maybe get like the fur of like his like cape down, so they have something else to like climb onto instead of like the chest cavity.
They give me an animal handling check.
Okay. Animal handling.
13. A few of them do kind of like skitter up the side of your cape. A few hamsters, one very long snake, and just like a couple of spiders, like a gerbil. The rest seem wary and unwilling to leave.
Zir's gonna kind of like almost like blankly study the internal ecosystem that Valor had, kind of realizing how intricate and actually developed it was versus what he'd been thinking, which is just like all the animals like crammed in like it's like a little box like and he'll look at Scraps and see how Scraps is feeling.
Scraps is very much just like seeing the whole scene from like maybe like 5 feet away. A little away from everybody else, watching as Kane kicks the body, Acacia leaving, Courage's blowout, and then the constant conversation with Octavius. I'm just kind of staring at Valor. And like he opens his mouth to say something, but it just stays open. He doesn't say anything, just stands and stares for a bit until a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, Zero, great idea. If we move the animals, it gives us time to work on Valor, and then we can just fix. It's probably cold."
Yeah. Valor literally like a week after we all made up. I don't know what kind of joke they're playing, but
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, I guess they're just like powered down. It's just they just need to charge or do something, you know. I don't know a lot about Valor, you know, like insides. I know it's I can fix it. It's fine. They just need to give some time. They probably just need a rest, you know. It's okay. But where are the rats? Valor had rats too.
oh, yeah. Zero's
That they
gonna
fed.
Zero's gonna rummage around Valor's like belongings.
No. You see, we're just holding on until they turn back on.
We need this more than they do.
So how much gold did Valor have?
So, how much supplies? What's in the bag?
5 gold.
I'm not taking that.
It's like taking like 2 cents out of like a homeless man's cup. Like, why would you do that? Oh my god, you're right, you do have 5 gold. What the fuck are you spending all your money on? I thought he was lying.
Charity.
They keep giving it away. They don't invest. They just keep giving it away.
That's so funny.
Oh, wait, I'm
Oh my
screaming.
god. Where was Valor keeping the rats?
Valor would have left the bag in the warm tavern room that we have.
Lazar brought them. Lazar just kind of like holds up a bag, just goes, "Oh yeah, Valor told me to like pet seat these while they're off." It's kind of squirming around. Just hands them to you.
There are, in fact, 10 rats in there.
10 Russian rats.
Yep. Can either of you
Oh.
speak with animals?
Yeah, I have a little headband that lets me do it.
You kind of like peek inside and just go, "Halt, comrade! Has Valor returned from the war? We are expecting an abundance of joy and food. They have promised us cheese once they have finished building robots. For the war to come!"
Oh, not yet. They're very still busy. They are actually, they got so tired. They're napping right now. So, we're gonna go fix that and take care of that.
Give me a deception
But we,
check. Give me a deception check against the rat.
Scraps believes this.
Okay, give me a persuasion
Full-heartedly.
check.
Okay, I was gonna say, Scraps believes this with their whole heart.
Is there a difference for you?
What? They're not lying.
No. As in, like, is there a difference, like, value-wise for you?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. I just want
Awesome.
to emphasize that Scraps is not lying. They fully believe this.
What'd you get?
It's gonna be a 12.
Okay. Insight for the rats? Oh, wow. They got an 11.
Oh.
Probably minus, like, 30 or something. I don't know.
Actually, animals have a
Then I-
decent wisdom.
Actually, animals have a decent wisdom.
Ricky, shut up, you're dead.
In Dungeons
I
and
know.
Dragons, IRL, I think their stats are like 0, 0, 0, 2 for dexterity.
Yeah, basically.
Nah, bro, their constitution's like a 20.
That's true.
Those
yeah.
things survive in the fucking sewers.
Yeah. You see the rats just kind of like intermingle with each other. What shall become of us while we await Valor's return?
oh, we'll keep feeding you and making sure you're sheltered.
How shall we address you, great comrade?
I'm Scraps.
Pleasure to meet you, Scraps. And it offers a little paw.
I offer my fingertip.
Yeah.
Alright, we will reconvene at a later date. At ease!
Okay. Yeah, at ease.
Look out of the bag.
Yeah, we gotta feed them. They're okay.
We gotta feed 'em.
They're hungry. They're waiting for Valor to wake up, you know, because Valor told them that they were going to, freedom and war. I don't know. Yeah.
You can talk to. Okay, yeah, I believe you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, only Lazar was using this before, and he gave it back recently. It's a little flower band I got back in the Emerald Father.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool of you,
Yeah.
Lazar.
For sure.
I can. You can borrow it whenever.
No problem.
So yeah, it's since we're gonna have to leave Valor to like rest for a little bit. Might as well also work on repairs for Courage. Yeah, it's gonna be great. And then, yeah, once that's done, Valor should be good, and then we can just take care of them. And then, yeah, and then we're finally gonna, you know, cause like, we're gonna play, what did they call it? A board game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other morning, after we all made up, me and Valor had a conversation actually, and we were talking about what they wanted us, or me, I guess, to do, when or if they passed. And you know, I think this is really suspicious timing. So I do think this is kind of a prank. Because okay, if Valor's soul is, or only a part of Valor's soul is split up, then where's the rest of it? It still has to be in there or something. So yeah.
Why are you bringing up the passing conversations? They're not past. They're right there. They're just resting.
Well, everyone says that they are, you know.
Well, no, they're just resting, so it's fine. because, Valor wouldn't leave and make a promise like that. They said they would play with me. Not like Valor would just, decide to go, right? Knowing that, he was going to, after that whole, conversation that we had in the broom closet, and then actually be like, haha, I'm gonna just, do, a dumb, sacrifice thing, because they did say they were gonna, hang out and work on, friendship and stuff, right?
Yeah. I think it's weird timing, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's you were right. It is cold now, for now, I guess. So I guess let's get the rest of the animals out, or you can talk to them, and we can go put them somewhere or something.
No, I gotta make sure. We gotta replace Valor in a more comfortable position. This is definitely not comfortable for them, and then I gotta work on Courage.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I can help you with the repairs, let me know how. You know more than I do
Yeah.
when it comes to this.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I got it. Just need to get the animals, all of them. Yeah.
Step number 1.
Grabbing animals. And you grab them, right? All of them? There's none in there.
Well, some of them I think just don't want to come out, so I don't really know what to do. But I have some.
I'm gonna look into the chest cavity.
There's a little baby hamster just kind of shivering.
Hi.
Hi.
You look cold.
Yeah, it's usually really warm in here. And the big claw usually feeds us lots of little things, but it's been quite dark for a day.
It's fine. They're resting, and they need some repairs. So right now we're getting everyone to a safer relocation for now, and then once everything is good and dandy, we'll bring everyone back.
Oh, yeah, but I don't want to leave. But what if it's gone when I return?
What is?
Well, what if my home won't be here anymore?
No. It's fine.
Give me a.
All the other ones are over there.
Give me a persuasion or animal handling.
Let me check.
Let's do animal handling. Yeah.
What'd you get?
Oh, 15.
Oh, okay.
15.
Can't you just read my facial expression?
I thought we were connected, man.
The little hamster just kind of looks around, and just kind of puts a little paw print up on the inside of Valor's machinery, and then just kind of hops out and scurries onto your hand. We'll be back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hand the baby over to Zero.
Oh, this one's really small. Oh, okay.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Hi.
Squeak, squeak,
Is this
But-
a baby? Is this a baby?
squeak, squeak, squeak.
Is that why it's so small?
Yeah.
It's like shaking.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
really cold.
Oh, Zero will like put it in like the fur of the cape. Is that
Scraps, you just hear like little snores.
Oh.
Oh, oh, I fell asleep. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, okay. So step 1 done. Step 2, I guess we gonna look at Valor.
Well, definitely we have to grab this. I grabbed the door that kind of snapped off. We gotta fix this. We gotta keep it together, the pieces together. Bring Valor. I'm gonna try to like move Valor closer to like, cause they're like slumped over, right?
I think
So
they're
I'm
just
gonna,
kind of like on the floor at this point because Kane kicked them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna have them like against, like against the, like sit against the wall. Kind of prop them up a little bit. Be like, all right, step 2. And then,
You see
I'm gonna
Courage just like lying on the floor, screen cracked.
step 3, pick up Courage. I pick up Courage and drag them over to Valor and sit them next to Valor. Okay, this is fine. All right, Octavius is still here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Octavius, can I borrow some tools, like cooler tools, so that I can repair Courage and then also work on Valor?
They wait a minute and then just go, all right. Let's
Thank you.
fix Courage up first.
Yeah.
I think they're fine, just their screen might be a little broken and might need to rework some of their inner parts. Shouldn't take too long.
Oh yeah. We should pick up the glass.
Yes, sorry about that. Let me get the broom.
It's okay.
And
Pick up the big pieces.
just give me a
and-
Tinkerer's Tools check with advantage.
Yippee! That is. Is that sleight of hand? Or is it just a.
It should be. Where's the character sheet?
Do I click on it?
Oh, do you want it to be? I could do like dexterity for it.
Dexterity? Okay.
Okay, hold on. There we go. Alright, you can just click on it, yeah.
Oh
And,
my
like, tool
god, thank you.
proficiencies. Or you could just like roll and add 6.
Okay, that makes sense too. I've been doing it this way anyways. Hacha!
25.
20.
By all accounts, Courage is perfectly fine. Their screen has this like large crack through it, but their inner workings are fine. They just seem to be in that like rest mode that Valor would do, like every night. So they seem to be aware of the environment. They just like are a little bit, just. It seems like they're tired and they just need like a night to rest.
Knowing this, Scraps is still gonna be like, wow, there's so many things I need to fix on Courage before I go and fix Valor. Oh, I should probably work on that arm constantly falling off too. And the latch. And the other parts. Oh, and look, is that rust? I gotta clean that out too. Probably needs some oiling too. And I look at Octavius. There's still a lot to do here, huh?
Yes. Yeah, there is a lot to do. And it's late.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to come back tomorrow?
No, I'm just too excited. I think I'll stay here a little longer and then I'll go over.
Okay, just don't tire yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh.
we keep working on courage.
You kind of work until, like, exhaustion sets in. The arm is fine. Like, you work until, like, they are spick and span. Like, there is, literally nothing that you could work on more. Like, the screen is still shattered, but it's not like you can, like, you know, like, mend the glass completely. Like, there are, like, several large cracks, and it's just, like, unavoidable unless you get the whole screen replaced. But after a point, it's getting difficult to kind of, like, keep your eyes open. If you want to try and push through the exhaustion, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Do I
Give me
roll some?
a constitution save.
Everything for you.
Oh, wait, normal? Okay. Hacha! Oh. Ooh. That's a 9.
9. At around, I think maybe 2, 3 in the morning, you just kind of, like, finish fixing one of their knees, which had, like, just a full colony of, like, ants living in it. You just kind of, like, clean that out. And then just go, alright, and then the next step is, and you just conk out, like, like, having another thought, you just, like, just fully collapse onto courage and sleep.
Nuzzled up. Hachu, hachu.
Does Zero do anything? Or, like, do they leave scraps to work on this?
He definitely would have been there, like, the whole time. I think just, like, sitting next to Valor and kind of, like, glancing over at Octavius every once in a while, kind of, like, nervously. Until Scraps, like, passed out. At that, he would have, like, stood up and, like, really, like, gently, like, pick Scraps up and then head back to the inn. But he wouldn't say anything. It's like being, like, quiet.
As you close the door, you just kind of hear, like, Octavius's stifled sobs, and then them sweeping the glass away. Courage. You've never had a dream before, but there is something going haywire in everything that kind of, like, makes up you. There is a crack on the inside of the bismuth crystal that slowly just kind of, like, fades you out into a deeper part of your consciousness than you've ever experienced.
You think it's like my first ever dream?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to think that, like, while Courage is having this dream, like, their heart, like, glows. Not super strong, but, like, more significantly than before. So do you want me to like recount what the dream is now, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as Courage sort of like delves into like this sort of dreamscape that they've never been in before, they find themselves in like a wide open sort of plain, almost like a flat space with like a white sky. And then when they look at themselves, they see that they are not their usual mechanical self. They seem to be made entirely like weird, like brassy sort of crystalline structure that, upon analysis, they discover that they seem to be entirely made of a being made entirely of bismuth.
How does Courage
And
feel in
then
this moment?
they feel scared, they feel alone, and they feel mostly just confused because they don't understand exactly what's going on.
Valor,
Yes.
you find yourself outside of Alagard for now. It's a clear day. The sky is a tinge of blue. You're out with a caravan of a few of your Valor units. You were told to go to a nearby forest and gather some supplies. Festival was over and went great. Now begins a construction of a new town hall. You're thinking that perhaps this one will be a little less rampant of corrosiveness. And as you kind of like split off a little bit, gathering materials, you notice something a little blurry in the distance. It's a being you've seen before. Every once in a while, creatures from the mortal plane will visit, either in dreams or in trying to speak with the afterlife. It feels a little familiar, like the presence, something that you've seen before, and it's very much looking around like it's lost.
You said that I've encountered this a few times already, right?
You've encountered beings like this, but this one specifically seems familiar to you. You know that usually they don't stay around for too long, and it's either like a mortal trying to speak with like someone in the afterlife, or someone just kind of like visiting through a dream that they didn't mean to have.
Yeah, normally Valor would either guide them along or just try to make them feel safe until they leave or find what they're looking for. So, despite the familiar feeling, they're gonna start walking towards the presence.
As you begin to walk over, Courage, in your dream, a crystalline form of pure red ruby appears. Its presence warm and healing. It fills you with a love that you lost very recently.
As like Courage like looks around really confused, and they're like, when they see this ruby being just like appear, they're gonna like slowly make their way towards them. Excuse me, where am I?
You're in the forest, my friend.
The forest?
seems that-
Where's the forest?
Slowly, you notice visions of trees and leaves and branches and a sky that extends far past the horizon that you can't quite believe is there. There's a barrier that you cannot pass. But you know what they're talking about, it's just not really present for you.
Why am I in a forest?
You must
Nothing
be,
makes sense.
you must be dreaming, my friend.
Dreaming?
Dreaming.
I don't dream.
But now you do.
I don't get that. I've never dreamed before.
Does it frighten you?
I am very scared right now.
Would you like a hug, my friend?
Yes, I would like a hug right now.
Valor just like kneels down and opens their arms for this person.
What is
Who are you?
what is Valor's hugs filled with?
Nostalgia you didn't realize you had. Like
Oh, I
warm
want-
and fuzzy and almost kind of sad.
Yeah, once they like feel it and process that emotion, they're gonna like hug tighter. Even though it kind of like feels a little uncomfortable.
Valor, through the forest, you notice a kind of like a bright glow coming in from inside the trees, the same color as the Harmony units. This radiant, kind of crystalline amethyst. It's different and a little uncertain, but it's calling out to this little one in front of you.
I pull back from the hug just a little bit to face this being. I am Valor. And who are you?
Or
As you turn
I
around,
am-
Courage, you notice hundreds of crystalline forms standing behind you. Calm.
I don't know what I am, but I want to be brave. I want to have courage.
I think
What are those?
they, for lack of a better word, are my children.
Your children?
I gave them a piece of myself so that way they may have the greatest gift I could ever give them. Opportunity and choice.
All of
World-
those.
A
Are all
world
those-
filled. A world
They're all-
filled with
I knew it.
you bastard.
Sorry.
Valor,
I didn't mean to do it the
talk
second
first.
Yeah.
A world filled with enemies and friends. Of people who can't possibly ignore them.
I'm gonna like turn to look at the red beam. All of them are yours?
In a matter of speaking, yes.
You want to see them?
I would like to. But first I need to help you.
Oh,
Would you like help up?
yes, please.
Valor just helps them up.
Thank you.
May I? So, you have no name as we
They
start
nodded
walking.
no.
You know,
No.
I had a friend. A nice friend. They were They wanted to aspire to be like me. They wanted to be the most courageous, powerful. They wanted to bring good in this world like I did. Their name was Courage 13.
Courage 13.
Yes. They wanted to emulate my name.
That sounds strange.
It may sound
But-
strange, but he lived up to his name.
They did?
They faced down a dragon with no fear, while I quaked, while I was scared.
I don't think I
He
could ever
charged forward.
do that.
I think you could. Not fight a dragon, maybe, but be courageous. Be good.
I hope so.
What brings you here?
I don't know. All I know is that I am sad and
Why are you sad?
scared. I think I lost someone.
Did you lose someone dear to you?
Courage nods her head yes.
Well, I think you should process this grief. But once you feel like you are brave enough to move forward, you should take comfort. Comfort in the memories that you had made with them. Comfort in presents they gave you. And comfort in the fact that even in death, they will remember you.
Courage is gonna go up to one of the MSS
Hmm.
and put their hand on it.
There is life and warmth that whirs inside of them, and they place a hand on your shoulder, as if
Oh?
as if
Yeah,
to say
Courage
that
is a
time
little
has
shocked.
come.
What? The MSS says that?
You feel it.
Wait. Oh wait, friend?
Yes.
They seem like after they hear that message, they seem to get shaken a little bit. Can you come here, please?
I approach.
They're gonna grab for your hand. It told me that it's time to go, but
It-
I don't want to. I
think
don't want to.
there are many things we do not want to do. Sometimes we must learn to let go.
Let go. But how do I let go?
I don't know. But that is something that you must learn yourself.
Courage
will-
kind of vibrating, kind of shaking, super overwhelmed.
But I will be here for you. I will always be here with you.
Promise? Really?
I will always be here as they tap their chest and here. And I tap kind of like where a forehead would be.
You'll be with me always.
So long as you will have me.
They kind of like grip your hand, and then seem to like let go. And then then I'm gonna like walk towards the amethysts, all like the harmonies.
They welcome you with peace.
Wait, like before I like make my way towards them, but when I'm halfway there, I'm gonna like run, like rush to Valor, and then give him one last hug. And then once I do that, then
As
I'll
you
make my way
crash
back to the
in,
rest of them.
there is a split second where you know it's Valor, and Valor knows it's courage. And then you're pulled away.
I would like reach out my hand to like the Valor that's no longer there anymore, and then turn my way back to the rest of the amethyst like harmonies.
As they take you with them to walk away from the forest, the shade of the trees, the sky begins to turn sunrise or sunset.
Sunrise.
A new dawn rises in a sky of pure red, pink, and purple. Just washes over further than the horizon beneath you. Clouds of memories that you've had of valor slowly carry you forward. Do you wake up?
I'm going to wake up. As Courage was having this dream, their business sort of heart begins like glowing vibrantly and creating like a warm and like tender like aura almost. And then to anyone who's like seeing it, it was almost seemed like that the broken heart is like slowly mending itself. And the heart, which was before like a very jagged, rugged heart made of bitterness, is now more smooth than before.
And that's where we'll take a break. And we're back.
Venus.
Thank you for that.
No.
What did does anybody have anything else that they would like to do that night before morning comes?
Acacia's gonna grab a bottle of wine and she's gonna sit on top of a roof.
Oh no.
I got it mute.
The alcohol.
Does anybody notice Acacia?
She's not being subtle.
Yeah. As in, does anybody want to have a moment with Acacia, or do you want to, you could have, both, a moment with Acacia and then, a private one if you want.
Kane wouldn't be there. Kane is being isolated at the moment.
Yes, being isolated.
He's an isolated case right now. We're keeping him away.
You just kind of hear, first of all, what is, Acacia's mental state?
Acacia's fucking pissed.
Why is she angry?
Because we had just had our little broom closet therapy and talked about, communicating and stuff and making decisions as a group. And Valor, to be clear, she doesn't like the choice that Valor made, but she respects their autonomy to make such a choice. She's just mad that they did it without telling anybody.
Or saying goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, she's dealt with a lot of death before. I don't think she's ever processed it particularly well. I think through the night she comes to an understanding of the fact that they made this choice, and she doesn't know what state Valor's soul is in, but she knows that they probably would not want to be called back. So she's seething at the fact that they made this choice without talking to anybody, without saying goodbye, because she wouldn't have stopped them. She just wanted a chance to... She's mad she didn't have a chance to say goodbye. And she knows that resurrection magic would not work unless she did something fucked up like what happened to her, and she's not willing to do that to them.
As you think about what happened to you, give me an insight check against yourself.
An insight check against myself. What is my insight? My insight score is like shit. My insight score is like dookie. Yeah, my insight's +0, babe. Let's
You got
go.
this. You got
That
this.
hit the floor. That's a 9.
9.
Oh,
As little as you introspect, you at least know that you didn't want to be brought back, and Valor wouldn't either, probably. But there is that still anger at not being able to say anything and just having to deal with the fact that they're gone. Someone you considered a best friend.
I think...
Go ahead.
I don't think she's gonna remember this in the morning, but I think she will get deep enough into the bottle that at some point she will recognize the irony of the fact that she is on the other side of this equation, and that it fucking sucks.
You hear the ladder kind of creak, and Lazar climbs on top and just kind of like looks at you like, hey, you're a little close to the edge there. What are we thinking tonight? I don't need 2 people dead.
I don't want to think anymore.
That's okay.
I'll come down.
I mean, you could stay up here. I'm just, mental state-wise, are we, how bad are we doing?
I'm furious.
Yeah.
And I think he would see like a tear roll down her cheek. But I'll make it. Valor wouldn't want any of us to fall because of this.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta keep going. You don't have to be happy about it, but you just gotta keep going.
I never want to see one of those fucking Harmony units again. I don't care if they activate. I'm leaving this city at the first chance I get.
Lazar just kind of like walks over and wordlessly just kind of sits next to you. Not really expecting any sort of conversation, but just here as a presence.
Hate this fucking city.
Yeah. Honestly, on the list of cities that we've been to, at the very bottom, I think.
Drink to that.
At least Kodakras had like a villain. This just sucks.
I think the villain here is just the city itself.
Lazar kind of gets a look on his face. And it's not one you've seen before, but he just kind of says almost to himself and just goes, "You think that's what Kane was talking about?"
Maybe.
How he wanted to change things, but they had to be like reborn through fire or whatever, or death. Sometimes I catch myself thinking like him.
I don't think he's wrong. He may not be right. I don't think he's wrong.
He just kind of lights up a blunt and smokes. Hands it over to you if you want.
Oh yeah. We're getting crossfaded, baby.
Okay. Favorite Valor moment, like top notch. My favorite was when they yelled at me and Zero to get out of the pit. We didn't have any way to get out. They're so silly.
Oh dear. Valor. I liked when they tried to make jokes even if they didn't land. Their stone-faced humor.
It was endearing, I think.
I'm gonna miss sparring with them every morning.
I'm gonna miss hearing their arguments. They had a little witty retort for everything. I was wondering when it would end, and it just kept going, and I'm like, well...
They're really good at preaching to people.
Yeah, you couldn't really put up an act around them, could you?
No. They knew how to cut through to the bone with their words.
For better and for worse. I feel like maybe I could have been easier for them to handle.
I'm sure we all could have, but then we wouldn't have been ourselves.
Sometimes it felt like they had the whole world on their shoulders.
I think that's how they felt.
Last of their kind. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. He kind of, just takes out, like, a spare glass that he has and just kind of, like, motions for you to pour some.
Oh, yeah. Acacia's just been drinking from
Yeah.
the bottle, but of course.
Just, like, drinks a little bit and then just goes, "Oh, this is, like, nice." Oh, what? The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, this is, like, nice. What? Huh? Okay. And he'll just kind of look up at the stars and just go, "Fuck it, we live."
Fuck it, we live.
And just raises a glass and finishes it.
Acacia will finish the bottle.
He will help you back to the inn to make
Yeah.
sure you're not stumbling through the streets drunk.
Yeah.
As you go to bed, do you dream?
I think Acacia, I don't think she wants to, but I think she falls asleep thinking about the time she spent with the person in the party she considered herself to be closest to. And I think she's drunk and angry, and she imagines having one last sparring session with Valor where she can just let out her frustration on them leaving without saying goodbye.
You dream of a red armored warrior. It's the sparring patch in the Emerald Father, a small little enclosure. It's surrounded by trees. They motion for you to pick up your weapon.
She will.
Valor, you find yourself faced against someone in the sparring ring inside of Alagard. It's another soul meandering through. It doesn't seem to know that it's a dream, and it doesn't seem to understand, and it doesn't seem to want to communicate.
I can feel anger and sadness all in one, right?
You feel despair.
So Valor is going to take a halberd, and I just motion to this stranger. Come on. You want something to hit? Hit me.
Acacia won't hesitate.
How does the fight go?
Valor spars like they spar with Zero, but is still pulling punches only to let this soul work out the anger until...
Once you start pulling punches, you realize you shouldn't have, as this figure begins to overwhelm you with a force that is not only their own. And you begin to be slowly pushed back and back and back against the railing. What is Acacia doing? As you begin to overwhelm this great armored knight.
Acacia has never had very good control of her emotions. And I don't think she's ever properly processed any of the trauma that's happened in her life. I don't think she's had the time to. So, when she's given an outlet, or more like when she hits a wall and finally collapses, she just has to let everything out. But I think she doesn't... She knows this is the sparring ring. She knows when a match is won. She would stop and take a step back and let the knight ready themselves if they wish to continue.
Valor would get up, dust themselves off, shake themselves loose a little bit,
You
and
can't protect her forever.
I'm ready, warrior. Come on.
Why? Why is it always fighting? Why are people always leaving? I'm so tired. I don't want to fight anymore.
And talk.
I don't understand.
What had happened?
Pardon?
What has happened?
I've lost someone very dear to me. They didn't say goodbye. And I can't get them back. Because they wouldn't want me to get them back.
Warrior. Is that what you want me to call you?
No.
What would you like me to call you?
Blade singer. Dancer. Something for a world of peace.
You sound very similar to a friend I had. Still have, in a way. She was troubled. But she was close to me.
What happened to her?
She had helped me till the very end, and I could not bring myself to say goodbye. I could not bring myself to see their face when I made the ultimate decision.
I think I did the same thing to someone once.
Just because you did the same thing does not discount your anger. It should not discount your anger. It does not matter the sacrifice they made, how noble or how selfless it is. You deserve to be angry with them. You deserve to shout and scream. But by the very end of it, you need to know that they will always be with you so long as you let them. Goodbye is only temporary, no matter the barriers that you face. Be it a door, be it distance, or be it realms. Live your life, cherish each moment you have. Because one day you will be reunited with them.
Acacia will do something she very rarely does. She will do a full and proper bow. Thank you for sparring with me and for sharing your wisdom.
I can tell that is unpracticed. You do not need to be formal with me, Bladesinger.
She will straighten up and reach out a hand for a handshake.
Valor
you.
walks over to hug them instead of shake their hand.
Acacia will hug back. A little awkwardly because she doesn't hug people very often, especially if she perceives them as a stranger.
just know that no matter what, they stand with you. And goodbye does not mean forever.
Right. Thank you.
You no longer hear them or feel a presence. Instead, it's an empty, almost void that stretches out. This darkness. And then a new day begins as you wake up, tears streaming down your face.
Acacia's just gonna sob a little bit into her pillow for a while.
Last night, Ziru, as you were carrying Scraps back to the tavern, you notice through the streets, angrily, Kane kicks over a bucket, kind of like left over, cursing, and then heading, seems to be out of the city.
Still carrying Scraps. Ziru's gonna like follow him, kind of like trying to stealth.
Give me a stealth with like triple disadvantage.
Oh,
You're
gosh.
carrying what is
Augers.
essentially like the size of a toddler, as well as wearing heavy armor.
Whenever what's his name from the Emperor's New Groove? What's that dude's name? When he's like tiptoeing around,
Kronk?
that's what. Yeah.
5, awesome. Kane, you notice somebody following behind you.
Whoever you are, do not follow me, please.
Are you sure?
Zero?
Yeah. Hi.
Alright. What are you doing?
He's gonna like step out of the the shadows. And is gonna kind of like gesture or like point his chin down to the sleeping Scraps in his arms. I was heading back to the inn. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, Zero. It's best you return back. Last thing we need is for someone else to leave us.
Well, first of all, I thought we were done with not telling everything to each other. I don't think you're fine. And I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm heading to Ymir's.
Oh. Why?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. But I feel that's the only place I can make peace for now.
Make peace with Ymir?
No. Not like that.
Sorry.
I just need time to myself for now.
Yeah, I get that. Well, just don't do anything that I wouldn't do. He's gonna kind of like squint.
Hmm. I suppose that narrows the list.
I hope so. Are you sure you don't want to come back to the inn with us? Pretty late.
No, I don't. No, I don't think I will. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. I understand. Um, if or whenever you do come back in the morning, I think me and Scraps will be at the factory. If you need us.
You'll be returning back there.
Zir's shoulders are kind of he looks like notably tense, and at that his shoulders kind of slump. Uh yeah, this isn't my first rodeo. But Scraps wants to try to fix them still, so we will be going back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this then?
I'm I'm pretty upset. Um I think that it's really, really almost cruel, honestly, to have a whole conversation with me in private, by the way. Like, literally, oh, hey, do you want to go have a bonding moment so then I can open up to you about death? And then a week later, with no other, like, conversations in between because we're all so fucking busy, kill themselves. But whatever. Uh, right after we made up, I did not know Valor was like 6 years old. I don't think we like talk about that enough. That was like, yeah. I'm kind of I'm kind of upset about it, but you know, whatever. Again, not anything in my control. But it's you know, I'm just not my first time having to get over something like this. And I think it's Scrap's first time, so I'm just here for them. Ultimately. Yeah, but whatever. Um I still don't get the whole Valor actually split up their soul into like a million different whatever they're called mercy units, whatever the hell. And I whatever. Yeah. This is why I don't mess around with machines.
Right. Perhaps we shouldn't have in the first place.
Yeah. I was new. I knew to be weary, but you know, how far does that actually get you?
Did you like them at least?
Did I like Valor?
Did you?
Yeah. I was I mean, I guess for the better part of the last few months, we've been kind of at odds, but really silently, so it was kind of weird. But no, I appreciated what I saw them doing, and it's just when you watch someone who I would say is a perfectionist who doesn't let themselves make any sort of mistakes and like completely breaks down when they do. I don't know. I did like Valor, but it was just really, I don't know. I wish at least before they decided to whatever that they could have liked themselves or liked themselves a little bit more. But no, I considered them a friend.
Hmm.
I mean, did you? I thought you were lovers for like at least a week.
Did you now?
Yeah, that's why me and Scraps asked.
No, we weren't lovers. But
Were you friends? Oh, sorry.
I suppose you could call it that. It was nice having someone who hated me so close. Not sure how to describe it. I feel in a world where everyone, well, in a world where everyone was possibly constantly scared of me, hated me. It was strange to see someone who also hated me try to seek out the best in me. In a way, I kinda hoped Valor would always be there behind me. But, like you said, they hadn't been on this world too long. The candle that burns twice as bright only burns half as long. I'm sorry I can't help you, Zero. I can't say I've ever felt like this before. I want to go ask you mere questions. Or maybe just have their company, I don't know. But I feel I just cannot be here tonight. I hope you can understand.
You don't need to apologize to me. I understand. And he'll kind of like shuffle forward like really awkwardly and like try to give him like a one-arm hug because he's still holding Scraps.
Kane will loosen your demeanor and hug back.
Yeah. They were a really good person. Yeah, I'll again we'll in the morning, you know where we'll be. I hope your chat with the Amira goes well.
Thank you. Zero. I won't be long. And then Kane will start heading off.
Do you make your presence known to Ymir, or do you simply, just stay outside?
I think Kane won't really make his presence known. He'll just look outside, or stay outside, overlooking at the horizon, down the mountain.
The frigid cold is numb against your skin. You don't feel anything. You hear a voice from inside just go, "You know, you shouldn't isolate yourself. Your friends are just trying to help."
I know. Guess what? I hate most about people like us.
What kind of people?
They're
is
dealing
that?
with their own... I don't know. People who learn to care too much.
Well, the opposite of that is feeling nothing, and I think that's worse.
How did you deal with this?
I don't know. I think my group of friends was closer. Whenever one of us died, it was devastating, but we could bring them back. I think once it went wrong, we had to deal with someone not wanting to live in this world anymore. But they kept fighting on. Mostly, though, I just cried a lot. And then occupied myself through the days. And then time just kind of passed. And I didn't cry as much anymore.
Doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
We all have our ways. You've never lost someone like this before?
People, dragons, titans. Many have died in front of me. But I've never lost someone. Well, no one this close.
It's okay to not know what to do. Does the cold help at least?
A little. Part of me just wants, hopes, wishes something could just take this away. Part of me feels like maybe it wasn't worth it. Sticking around for this long.
You know they
I know
couldn't
this
have
won't be
done it
the first.
without you.
Right. And I couldn't have done it without them.
I used to be a cleric. Do you want me to try and contact them? Just for a brief moment.
Kane is gonna take a very long pause. Probably unsure what to answer. Before going... Sure, why not? Let's hear what the tin can has to say.
They tap on their chest and you feel a reverberation throughout your body. Valor, this is not like before. You don't see an apparition. You feel you being pulled a little bit. Not through the ground, but through something a little bit more sludgy. And you hear Kane's voice say, let's hear what the tin can has to say. Do you wish to talk to him?
I do. The second Valor hears that, all Kane hears is just very warm laughter. Almost insultingly warm to someone like him. How may I help you?
I don't
Did
know.
Did you miss me that badly?
I think so.
Well, I want to say one thing to you before you say anything to me. I won. I defeated the dragon, and all that is left now is a man. I suppose you won too. The Titan is dead.
You know, I didn't think an outcome like this would be an option that would come up for us then.
What, that I do you the favor of ending myself before you could even make the effort?
Taking the satisfaction from me. Yeah, that sounds about right.
You've changed, friend.
Well,
You've changed a lot.
if I'm to bring about change for the world, then I have to start somewhere small.
In order to change others, you must change yourself first.
Why did you do it?
Like I said, in order to change others, I must change myself. In them, they will be my children, my change upon this world, and each one will be comforted by their father at all times, never alone. Never with the memory of something that they once had. Now with the opportunity to move forward in a world full of possibilities of friends and enemies, much like you.
But in doing so, you left us alone. You left me alone.
I didn't. I'm going to be with you at all times.
Is that so?
Yes. I'm going to be laughing every time you trip and fall on your face. Every time a spell fizzles out, I will be pointing and mocking.
Does Kane want to give me an insight check?
Yeah. It's gonna be a 17.
They're lying for you.
I'm sorry that I did not say goodbye. But I couldn't. I couldn't bear to see the sadness on your faces. So I made a selfish decision.
I should have seen it coming. But I'm no one to stop someone from making a choice they feel they must make.
Yeah. I need you to do two things for me. One is a much easier ask than the other. But I need you to do both of them, or at least try to do both of them.
Moved on
First-
and you're still asking me to do things.
Exactly. That's how this has always worked. I am here to be the thorn in your side, even in death.
Let's hear it.
I need you to tell them that even in this place, this heaven, I want nothing more than to be with them again. I want my friends here with me when it is their time. I want you to tell them I'm sorry. But goodbye is never forever. That I will see them again someday, even if I have to fight my way through heaven to do so. And even you scaly old bastard. And the second
You've got a
thing,
lot of nerve asking me to do this.
you're the one contacting me directly. You have a lot of
Right.
nerve to disturb my rest.
Would you expect anything different?
I expected you to be knocking on the doors to heaven, demanding why I'm there, and dragging me back. That's why I said you changed. And the second thing, you talked about a world that has changed, a world that has the old rotted roots ripped from the ground to start something new. I want you to make it a good world. I am not asking for perfection, but a world where people at least try to help each other. And maybe my children will help you. Or maybe they'll bother you to no end, try to kill you once you get your scaly form back. I don't know how much of my trauma I've imparted on them.
I guess we'll have to see.
I want you to be the patron of a better world. I want you to do good things. Things that would make me happy. Though I'm not asking you not to kill anybody, I understand fully that that is out of my realm of power.
Good.
But I do want you to at least try. Try to change the world for the better, and not to change it because change is necessary. So, is there anything you would like to ask me?
I don't know. I feel like that's cheating.
In what way?
Well, you're gone now. I shouldn't be able to be speaking to you like this.
But you are.
As you say that, the rhythm that you heard when Valor appeared can be heard again, and you know that Nell is losing concentration on this. You don't have much time to talk to them.
No, I don't think I have any questions for you, Valor. But I do want you to know. I am glad to have met you.
I am so happy to hear that. It was a pleasure to hate you. It was a pleasure to be
please.
your enemy.
The pleasure is all mine.
And the connection severs. You guys talk for so fucking long. What is wrong with you people?
You lasted a good while there. Thank you, Nell. You didn't have to.
doing favors for a dragon. What have I become?
There'll be more to come. I swear it.
Yeah, just go to bed already. Lastly, Scraps. You awake in the tavern, tucked into bed. You probably realize Zero brought you over here. Do you head back to the workshop?
Yes.
You scurry on over just in time to watch Courage's heart begin to kind of like mend itself and flutter.
Oh my god, Courage! I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna go inspect him all over. And I'm going... I can open his chest cavity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open it and I'm going to feel the bismuth.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like that humming?
Yeah, it's warm, it's humming, and the screen just kind of like flickers on a little bit.
They're gonna he's gonna sigh, ha.
Hello?
Doesn't let go and they're just gonna stare at the bismuth. Oh, Courage! They're gonna let go.
Hello?
Close the cabinet. Hello! Oh my god, how are you feeling?
Is that you?
Yes. Hi.
Me?
Yes,
I
yes.
am feeling sad. I think I had a dream.
You're in.
Perhaps I don't dream. That is not part of my many functions.
Well, you did it, so you do.
Oh, I guess I can dream now.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna turn to look at Valor's buddy. And I'm gonna try to get up. Oop, oop. You see, like the courage makes like the beeping sound like a backing up truck. Beep, 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 beep. As they're getting up.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
So, Scraps, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling like we got so much to do.
I hope I didn't scare anyone.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, we gotta get you a new screen. But how's your arm? I know I was working on your knee. I'm gonna go for the other one now. And how's your systems? Like everything?
My systems?
Yeah, like how you feel inside.
Let me check. You're like a little beep beep sound. Doo-doo! Something feels different. I don't know how to put it. Something deep in my system. Programming? I don't know what it is, but there is definitely something there, and it is definitely different.
Like good different or bad different?
I don't know. I think good. Just different.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna like look at Valor and then like go walk towards the new Harmony models. And then put my hand like on one of their chests where like their hardcore would be. I think I understand something. I couldn't understand why Valor made that choice. Why they would do something that would take them away from us. But
They're right here,
I'm
though.
gonna like turn to look at Scraps. And then I walk closer to Scraps. They made a choice. Something more than a want or a need. Something beyond their directives and programming. And then like go like kneel in front of Valor's body. And then like look at their chest where their heart is. A choice that can only be made by something with a soul. Valor was more than just a machine. They had a real, living soul. And then I'm gonna like put my hand around like the head, their head. In that moment, this construct, made of bolts and metal, was just as much of a living being as goblins or humans or elves or drow or giants or dragons. And then like Courage is gonna like clutch at where their heart would be. I was sad once I realized that Valor wouldn't wake up. I thought, without Valor, who will inspire and drive me? And then they're gonna get up and like start walking slowly towards the Harmony models. Then I realized something. I just met Valor recently. But even before I ever met them, they were important to me. Even if I wasn't always with them, it felt like they were always with me.
What do you
And
think
that
of
Valor,
God?
oh,
Sorry.
and that Valor that was always with me, and they like point to their heart, and then also to their head, and then back and forth for a little bit. That Valor that is here is now with all of them, and I point towards the rest of the Harmony models. Scraps, Valor is gone. And then I'm gonna go walk towards them. Gone from out here, and then they're gonna like wave their hands around to motion their general area. But not gone from in here. And then I'm gonna point to my chest. And then I'm gonna take Scraps' hand and put her over their chest. Much like how Valor did to me in the dream. Valor's choice must have taken a lot of. They're gonna like figure out the right word. Valor. And that Valor is. And that Valor that is a part of me. Because of that, I also have Valor. I have courage. And then I'm gonna like take Scraps' shoulders. You too have Valor. You too are very brave, Scraps. I know what Valor did makes everyone sad. But I don't want anyone. I don't want you to be mad at them. Because even though they aren't here anymore, we will always have Valor.
Scraps.
And these new models. Oh, sorry, it was one last statement. I'm sorry. Sorry, my one last statement.
Wait, there's more.
Okay.
Yeah, like the last thing Courage is gonna say, and now these new Harmony 15 models will have Valor as well. And they're gonna give Scraps a hug. Bzz, bzz, bzz. So muy duck.
Scraps, as you look over at the Harmony models, you designed them. Do they look like Valor?
I would say they have some resemblance, yeah.
Did you want to talk to them?
No, Scraps is going to break away from the hug. And they're gonna. They look a little mad. And they look at Courage. Oh God. How can you just say that? Like, say if Valor's just gone.
I felt it in here. They're gonna like tap on their chest, and then they're gonna like open their cavity to reveal their bismuth heart. I felt it in there. This bit of me that is more than just a machine. Whatever that is, that's where I felt it. I didn't want to believe it either. But I don't want to think about Valor and have that make me sad and feel despair. I want to feel happy when I think of Valor. I had the strangest dream. And I feel different.
So there's no. So there's no board games.
You can still play board games. You can play as many board games as you want. With whomever you want. Just not with Valor.
But I don't know how to play.
You can play with anyone. Anyone can teach you.
But Valor was supposed to teach me.
I don't think
It's
Valor
not.
would want you to not play just because they're gone.
But
Valor wanted you to have fun.
But it was supposed to be Valor. Valor was supposed to teach me. Valor was supposed to sit down and play a game with me. I wasn't supposed to be here just trying to build something just to help him. Just help them, and now I'm here. And we had a talk. And they were going to play with me. And they were going to be my friend. This is not fair.
I am sorry, Scraps.
They said they were going to be my friend.
It
and they were
isn't
going
fair.
to leave.
I'm gonna like grab onto Scraps' shoulder. They still are your friends.
No, because then they would still be here. They wouldn't just end themselves or sacrifice or split themselves up. For what? To leave us? For some bigger thing? Because they want to do something better? What about us? What about me?
I'm gonna give Scraps a hug. And then pat their head like Valor always did to me.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to push away.
And then if you put like enough force of courage will like back off.
Is it force, or are you just kind of trying to push away and like hitting courage with not enough strength?
Oh, it's force.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's forceful. No. I want that. You looked up to Valor. You want to be like Valor, right?
They're gonna like pause for a second. I not only want to be like Valor, I want to find something for myself. Something I can proudly say is mine. And I'd like to think that Valor was my inspiration.
So what? If the next unit comes in, you're gonna split yourself too? And you're gonna leave us? Are you also gonna just make a decision? And just leave us too?
You're gonna pause for a second?
If I knew the harmonies were gonna bring this, I would have never built this. Yeah, I know. No, in that pause, that's when he would have said it, yeah. Sorry.
Courage would have said, if my soul, if what drives my very being commanded me, begged me to make that choice, I'm not sure if I would say no. This was Valor's deepest wish. They didn't take breath, but with every breath they had, every fiber of their being, that choice felt right to them. I don't think I've ever found something like that for myself. And I don't know if I would take that choice if it would make others sad. But if I found something like that, something so powerful, something beyond life, I don't think I would let it go. I know that's probably not what you want to hear. But I don't want to lie to you. Scraps. The man's gonna go and turn to look at Scraps. What's Scraps' like facial like expressions?
Definitely crying. And they're they're angry. Definitely. But mostly it's just they're hurt. Very hurt. As they're like looking, they're not looking at you, they're looking at the harmonies.
I'm also gonna look alongside with them. And then I'll walk towards them. These new harmony models. As much as Valor was a part of me, and still is, they are now a part of them. I don't think I can find it within myself to be mad at something that has an important piece of Valor in it. These were important to Valor. And so these harmony models are important to me. It's almost like I can feel them in all of them. I also feel very sad that I won't get to adventure with them anymore. Or hear them compliment me. Or give me the head pats that they do. But the feelings that they made me feel, I will always cherish. I don't think I could let go of them, even if I tried. I can't find it within myself to be mad. Do you find that weird, Scraps?
Yes. Really weird.
I guess I've always been a weird machine. A very strange machine, but Valor respected me in a way I could not comprehend. Courage is gonna like sit down in front of Scraps. I know I can't make you let go of your anger. But please don't be mad at them. Please.
I'll be mad at who I want to be mad at. You have no say in that.
I know that is
But-
not fair of me to say.
But if this really was Valor's choice and their wish, then I can't do anything about it. I can't fix it. It's done.
Then you don't have to. I'm gonna get up. Then you can leave it to me. I wouldn't want you to do something that brought so much pain to you. That wouldn't be fair. That would be wrong. I loved Valor. And I think the only way I can show it now is by helping the Harmony models. But just like I do, just like Valor did, perhaps you have your own choices to make. All up to you. And no one can make your choices for you. So stay with them or leave them. No one will fault you for picking what it is you really want.
I hope they do good. But I also hope I never get to see another one.
Fair enough. And like get up and like offer my hand to Scraps.
I don't want it. Keep your hand to yourself.
Normally, in any other circumstance, that arm would have fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, it just doesn't right now.
I guess I'll just... I'm going to go find Zero. I don't want to be here anymore. And I'm going to go over to Valor. And I'm going to open the chest cavity. And I'm gonna just carefully just put my tinker's tools inside. And I'm going to close the chest cavity. And I'm going to lay my little forehead on it and be like, and I'm going to whisper, I guess you don't need a mechanic anymore.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to back up, and I'm gonna just walk out.
Goodbye, Scraps. I hope
See you
you'll find.
later, Courage.
I hope you'll feel better someday. I hope we all do.
You find Zero at the training grounds. The sun barely arisen, the sky is tinted pink. And you're always near Zero, you never really notice his size. Broad shoulders and heavy armor. And an age that really shows on his tired face. Polishing a sword.
gonna quietly walk up to them and just plop myself right next to them.
Hey, Scraps. Gonna look over. You, still wanting to head to the factory?
No. Not anymore.
Oh. How are you feeling?
I'm angry. And I'm sad. And sad and confused. And you know, feeling down in the dumps.
Yeah. Me too, honestly. Yeah. I really don't know how to feel about the whole thing. I feel like it's such a weird situation. Do you want to talk about it?
I already did. I feel like if I'm just gonna talk about it more, I'm just gonna get more angry.
Yeah.
Just, I don't want to be angry around you.
Well, it's okay to feel any type of way, I guess. But no, I get that. It does get tiring to repeat yourself, especially like this.
Zero.
Huh?
Would you give up your soul to a bunch of little pieces?
Uh, like to have kids or like a different scenario?
I guess to have kids.
Nah, I already have one.
That's true. You know,
You,
oh,
oh.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You can go.
Oh, no, you're totally fine. You can go.
I mean, no, you can go.
No, it's fine. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Back in the city. Oh, I'm gonna say his name wrong. Moloch. Bulldog.
Oh, the little demon thing.
Mm.
Yeah, Moloch. Yeah,
Moloch. Something like that.
mollusk.
Molasses. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. He said I was going to end up all alone.
What?
And that, like everyone was gonna leave me. And that, like, I wasn't gonna, because eventually everyone grew bored or, like, just, like, not find any purpose for me anymore. And I really, really, like, didn't believe him. And I'm a little scared. That might be the case. The more trouble we got into the city. But everyone assured me that wouldn't happen, so I told him no, that's not gonna happen. He was like, okay, and I was like, nah. Anyways, I don't know. Valor doing this reminds me of what's about that thing. But then talking to Courage, and then Courage being like, well, if it happens, but still keeping us in thoughts, and then coming over here and just seeing you and talking to you just reminds me, no, that's not gonna happen, because even if everyone leaves, I still have you. So I can be sad and mad, which I am, but at least being with you, I don't have to for a second. I can just be home, be safe.
Zero looks at Scraps like completely full attention. First, like completely offended whenever they mention what Moloch had said, and then at that, like the all of the myriad of like open eyes and like obvious stressors, like rifting in his skin kind of like widen a little, and he genuinely looks so caught off guard, and he'll kind of like drop his sword, and like try or like immediately move to like pull Scraps into a hug and go, I will always be here for you, Scraps. I one thing about coming to the surface, I kind of not realized, but I have always been really grateful to have found you first. As the first person I met in my new life. You have where I'm from, it's very rough around the edges, I suppose. We don't talk to each other. There's no smiling. There's nothing to be happy about or anything that is inefficient in any way is not considered. But you or being here with you, and being able to see what's here has you really help me appreciate life and not taking everything so seriously, and I really really value you as my best friend ever, my bestest friend, and I am glad that you trust me in the same way that I trust you, and I yeah, I really appreciate it, Scraps. I'll always be here for you. I'm not gonna split my soul for whatever reason, I'll be here.
Just gonna hug Zero and then climb up on them. Climb up, like, are you sitting crisscross applesauce, or are you just sitting down, or?
Probably crisscross.
I'm gonna sit right there between. I'm so happy I met you. Acacia and Kane must be really sad too. I know Courage is. They're probably angry and sad. But they're our friends. So we have to be there for them too, right?
Yeah. Right.
For now, I'm okay with just staying here for a moment.
We can catch up with them in a little bit.
And that's where we'll end the session.